EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Ready.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Set, ready. 90, Wolf.
It's our time.
Five.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home here. Let's make these babies...
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 31, check 31. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Bravo.
Me and you all day. All day.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hurry.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Got it.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Yeah.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Ready! 30 base.
Get him! Check. Lucky.
Hard.
Check 13.
Speed grip.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You better be ready. Don't be
Hey, Zoo.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence, and that will be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Here's Breida. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Protein spill.
Check 43.
Big grip.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watch out.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
25, check 25, check 25. Check. Check hot, check 37, check 37. Under crunch. He's checking. Crash.
Get it.
Now Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. The throw over the middle, taken in. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Team 6.
2, Mike, 2. Let's get it together, team.
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Switch.
They'll go with a big back for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Lions.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
X3. 218. Chop. Fair. Back. Get.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, let's go.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On 4th down, Herbert under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Set. 10-2 start.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Let's go.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Yo, Cheetah. Ready?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm here all day. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey. High 7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Check 52. Begin. Watch twist. Hey, alert 3.
Leo. Fight.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Choose the Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for
Here
it.
we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Tight on, tight on, tight on.
5, 2.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lee Griffin.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone.
Check.
Bravo.
Off play action. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they took a shot there trying to get it downfield. 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will be taken at the 13. Look at the spin. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rock it.
Back to throw. Herbert flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in the tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Get in the weight room.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, And it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
53, Mike. Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Hey, Zoo.
Yo.
Five.
On third down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Look at me. Go.
Check Mike 11.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You draw quarters. Hey, Sam on.
Hey, watch it.
Squeeze. Shoot.
Second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Check. Mike's in.
Hey, Foxtrot.
No.
Fair. Deep rip.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hey, Team 6. Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check safety.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Smooth.
Keep it up, guys. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
60 Pittsburgh.
Run. Check.
Hey, echo.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mike.
Let go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Yo! Hey! High 7!
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ready! 70, Indy. Snap.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, the 1st down for Chicago. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 38-yard line.
On the double.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Deep grip.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike, Mike 6. Get ready, get ready.
Yes.
Mike 6. I got you.
To throw again. Herbert, he's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime.
Go now, 30 base.
He's good. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3. Jim.
Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.